Hello students, so today we are going to deal with the new chapter of book 2nd, Planning Sustainable Development in Indian Context. So students, in this chapter we are going to study many more important points, and this chapter is also very interesting and very important because many more questions are coming from this chapter, and many more MCQs and short and long questions can be framed from this chapter, right? So students, in this chapter, first of all we will study what is planning. Okay, so planning, suppose whenever you have exam, for examination you have to prepare something, means you are planning for your exam. Whenever you have to go somewhere, so you plan for everything, right? So like this, planning is the process of thinking, right? We have, when we think uh, about something, so it is the process thinking, formulation of a scheme of program, and implementation of sets of action to achieve some goal. Suppose you have a class test, so you have, once you have given exam, right, once you have given your class test and you know how much marks you got, right? But the second test you have, for this you have to prepare something, something, some more points, some more important things you will prepare, because now you feel, yes, you want extra marks, you want good marks, right? You have to score good marks. So implementation of sets of action to achieve some goal, so this is called planning, right? So students, there are two approaches. Okay, one is sectorial planning, second is regional planning, and the third one is industrial 5 years plans and annual plans. But mainly we studied here firstly sectorial planning and regional planning. So what is sectorial planning? So this sectorial planning means formulation and implementation, which I already told you. But here we'll make plans in the on the basis of sector, like various sectors of the economy, so such as agriculture, irrigation, and manufacturing, right? These are the some sectors: agriculture, irrigation, manufacturing, power, construction, transport, communications, social infrastructure, and services, right? So these are called sectoral planning on the basis of sectors, right? Now next is about the regional planning. So what does it? Here there is no uniform economic development over space in any country. Like, you can see uneven distribution of on the basis of economy. So some areas are more developed and some lag behind, means somewhere you can see the condition of the area, it a little bit different from other. Okay, so this uneven pattern of development over space necessities that the planners have a spatial perspective and draw the plans to reduce regional imbalance. So we can see the imbalance, uneven pattern. So when we have to reduce it, so what government is doing to make it equal? Okay, they try to make it equal. So on this they draw the plans to reduce regional imbalance and development. Okay, so this type of planning is termed as regional planning. It is called regional planning, means regional comes from region. Okay, and sectoral planning comes from sector, right? So this is about the two approaches: sectorial planning and regional planning. Next is target area planning. So what is target area planning, students? Target area planning means the planning process has to take special care of those areas which have remained economically backward. Okay, the areas which are remain backward on the basis of economy. Okay, very backward areas. So government especially target on these areas. Okay, so target area planning, the economic development of regions depends upon its resource base. Somewhere you can see areas, some region have lots of resources, but still these regions are in backward, right? It's economically it's not developed. So it also requires technology as well as investment besides the resource, right? So it was realized that regional imbalance in economic development were getting accentuated. How? Because required something different, okay, required some technology to develop. So that's why government have searched some decide have searched some areas, some regions which are very poor, like in order to arrest the uh, accentuation of regional and social disparities. The Planning Commission introduced the target area. The Planning Commission, this you have to learn what is Planning Commission introduced the target area. Like in a class, some students are good in study, some students are not good in study. So always use teacher always used to focus on the students, those who are not good, those who are poor in study. So it means teacher target especially on those students, those who are not good in study. So like this, areas are targeted. Why? Because these areas are not economically good. Okay, and target group approaches to planning, right? It means कि only they have to target the place which are not good in economically, those who are in the place which are not good economically good, to develop these areas, to make some plannings, right? Next is examples of target area program. So students, there are some programs which are the examples of target. Okay, to how to target the areas, reasons. So first of all, command area, command area development program, drought prone area developed program, desert development program, and hill area development program. So there are the four examples. Through this we will study these areas, these programs one by one. Okay, next is the example of target group program. Examples of target group plan, don't be confusing these two examples, right? One is the Small Farmers Development Agency, which is called SFDA, and another one is Marginal Farmers Development Agency, which is known as MFDA. Correct? So in the 8th 5-year plan is special because the students, as you all know about the 5 years plan, according to this we can understand everything. Like in 8th 5-year plan, special area programs were designed to develop infrastructure in hill areas. Okay, 8th 5-year plan especially focused on the developed infrastructure in hill areas, northeast states, tribal areas, and backward areas. Okay, keep it in your mind, this is very important point, right? Especially which area? Northeastern states, Manipur, Nagaland, these area, and tribal areas, and the backward areas. Okay, so students, this is the first part of this chapter, and the next part we will discuss in the next video. So thank you so much, students.